Hey everyone, welcome back to Walk and Study. Today, we will be covering some common words you are likely to hear or read in American or other English language news outlets. For today's lesson, we have pulled all of our words from the New York Times. While going over these words, we will be walking in Red Rocks Amphitheatre in Morrison, Colorado. All right, let's get started. Our first word is disavow. Disavow is a verb, and it means to deny any responsibility or support for something. Our headline from the New York Times is, "The White House disavowed any knowledge of the Justice Department's efforts to seize Times reporters' email logs." So this sentence is saying, the White House denied any knowledge or support for the Justice Department's efforts to seize or access the email logs or records of a New York Times reporter. This article is talking about how the Justice Department under Donald Trump attempted to gain access to reporters' email records in order to discover who the reporters' sources were and how President Biden does not support the same approach or policy. Our next word is diminish. Diminish is a verb, and it means to make or become less, or to make someone or something seem less impressive or valuable. Our sentence from the New York Times is, "At once diminished and dominating, Trump prepares for his next act." So this sentence is saying that President Trump, who is both less impressive or less valuable and more influential and more powerful, is preparing for the next chapter in his political career. This article is actually about how President Trump has both lost power and influence over American politics by losing the presidency to Joe Biden, while also gaining power, value, or influence within the Republican Party, and what his next political steps might be. Okay, our next word is leverage. Leverage can be used as a noun and a verb, but in our sentence it is used as a noun, and it means the power to influence a person or situation to achieve a particular outcome. Our headline from the New York Times is, "Analysis: Workers are gaining leverage over employers." So this headline is saying that workers are gaining the power to influence employers more than in past generations. Okay, our next word is emit. Emit is a verb, and it means to produce and then allow something to flow out or to escape from where it was kept. And it's often used in reference to gases or to radiation. Our headline from the New York Times is, "Who are the top methane emitters in the US?" So this headline is interesting because the New York Times has taken a verb, emit, and actually turned it into a noun by adding the suffix er to the end of the word. So emit became emitter, and it now refers to the people or companies that produce gas and then let it escape into the sky or atmosphere. So this headline is discussing which companies in the United States create and then allow the most methane gas to escape into the atmosphere. Our next word is endorse. Endorse is a verb, and it means to declare one's public approval or support for something. Our headline from the New York Times is, "Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez endorses Maya Wiley for mayor of New York." So this headline is saying that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is a politician from New York City, has publicly approved of or supported Maya Wiley for mayor of New York. Okay, our next word is overturn. Overturn is a verb, and it means to cancel, abolish, repeal, or reverse something, and it's often used to talk about legal decisions or laws. Our headline from the New York Times is, Federal Judge Overturns California's 32-year assault weapon ban. So this headline is saying that a federal judge has canceled or abolished a California state law that said assault weapons, which are military-style guns, could not be sold in the state of California. Okay, our next word is scrap. Scrap can be used as both a noun and a verb, and it has many definitions. However, for the purposes of our sentence, scrap is a verb, and it means to engage in a minor fight or to compete fiercely. Our headline from the New York Times is, Serena Williams serves and scraps her way into the fourth round. So this headline is saying that the tennis star Serena Williams used her serve and competed fiercely in order to make it to the fourth round of the French Open tennis tournament. Our next word is eternal. Eternal is an adjective, and it means lasting or existing forever. Our headline from the New York Times is, Even LeBron James isn't eternal. So this headline is saying that even LeBron James, who is one of the greatest basketball players of all time, cannot maintain his greatness and dominance forever. Okay, our next word is glorify. Glorify is a verb, and it means to praise and worship. Our headline from the New York Times is, Thousands descend on Miami to glorify Bitcoin. So this headline is saying that thousands of people have come to Miami, Florida to worship and praise Bitcoin. Glorify is often used in reference to praying to and worshiping God, but the editor is using it here to indicate how strong people's love for and belief in the cryptocurrency Bitcoin has become. And this article is actually about a Bitcoin conference that was held in Miami. Okay, our next word is scramble. Scramble is a verb, and the definitions that are relevant to this headline are to move hurriedly or clumsily from or into a particular position, or to struggle and compete with others for something in an uncontrolled way. Our headline from the New York Times is, British tourists scramble to leave Portugal ahead of quarantine deadline. So this headline is saying that British tourists in Portugal are moving quickly and hurriedly to get out of Portugal and return to England before the English government closes its borders to travelers coming from Portugal. This article is about how the British government has recently decided not to allow travelers from Portugal to enter England because it is afraid of new types of the COVID-19 virus. All right, with that, we've gone over some common vocabulary you might find in American or English-speaking news outlets. I hope this lesson was helpful to you all. As always, subscribe below, give us a like if you found this video useful, and let us know in the comment section what else you'd like to learn about or see in our next walk and study lesson. Thanks everyone, take care.